It's the truth, even the future, you know.
And talk about Chrisean really quick. There was lots of headlines. You all had a child together. She named the child Chrisean Jr. There were times where you said it wasn't your kid. It is your kid.
Yeah.
Now today, it's not your kid.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Why did you publicly claim the kid to be yours?
We were making money. It was a good storyline. The biological father was he didn't fit the storyline, put it that way. So I went along with it, cool, But if you play back the train of events, it all makes sense today, right?
Did you plan that plot out? Like, was that a conversation like, look, this isn't my kid, but I'm gonna act like it's my kid for the story?
No. It wasn't necessarily like that.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, all right. Because like I said, you can watch Crazy in Love, you can watch anything. I've always, the timing, the events never matched up, but I just kept going with it. But you can see, I'm a vocal person. So if I see, hey, on this day you said you were here, and the doctor said on this day you were conceived, and I wasn't with you that day, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna back off. All right. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be like, okay, you know that I know, and I know that you know, so let's just fuck it.
But did she know? She knew in her heart it wasn't yours.
Come on, man.
Because she's smart and you're smart. I don't care what anybody. They can say whatever. They can say. They can say whatever they want about both of your antics. You both are really smart people.
Yeah, it all plays and it all funnels into the same.
So she knew in her heart that it wasn't yours.
Put it this way: she was with the biological father the day she went into labor. She was with him while she's in labor. She didn't text me, let me know that she was in labor at any time. That should tell you enough.
But wasn't there like a storyline that you didn't show up for the birth and all that?
Yeah, that's her trying to control the narrative. I'm telling you the real deal. I was never informed, hey, I'm going into labor. Get here. What mother do you think would go about it that way? Who wouldn't want you to be there? Who wouldn't want you to cut the umbilical cord?
Right. Once she got pregnant with Ronnie, was she still involved with him?
She's never not been involved with him. As long as I've known her, she's been involved with him. He's always told on her, though. She's always tried to keep it, like, low-key, and then he just comes with the, oh, on this day, you said this, but I was this. On that day, you said that, but I was here. So really, he's played a big role in the story unfolding.
That was Blueface doing this interview with Jason Lee, speaking on the Chrisean Rock Jr. situation. He's claiming he always knew that wasn't his kid, right? He was basically going on saying it was a storyline. Niggas is out here using a baby allegedly for a storyline to make money, basically, right? He's claiming Ronnie's the father. Ronnie died. You know what I'm saying? He's no longer with us or whatever, man. You let Chrisean tell it. Blueface is the father. These two was going viral a lot, a couple years ago, right? So I can see where they can be like, oh, we going cap, because it's kind of lining up, right? Because it's like, okay, y'all constantly going viral, and I disagree with that, but I'm saying it's kind of lining up, right? Because that was the time every day they was going viral, Blueface and Chrisean Rock fighting in the streets. They had their little show. Chrisean Rock was in all the blogs, like she became basically famous, right? She started off on Blueface show. Blueface, what he had, the Blue Girls or some shit like that, where you had joints in the crib, fighting area a day and things like that. I believe that's probably where they got the idea of baddie from, because baddies, they do the same shit. Bitches just be on there, no real storyline, fighting, producers setting them up to fight. These hoes like to watch shit like that. But to be out here using a kid for a storyline is nasty work, right? We will never know. I do believe around the time Chrisean Rock was pregnant, Blueface was claiming she wasn't telling him things, but she was claiming he wasn't trying to be there. But he's saying the dude, Ronnie, was there, right? So I don't know what's going on with this situation. It seems that now that their popularity has dialed down, they're not going viral no more. They're not, they're not in the mix like they once was, right? At one point in time, they couldn't stay off the blogs. Everything they did was viral. So basically what you saying, the money done went dry, and now you no longer want to use a baby, a child for a storyline. Now, if this is his kid, ain't no coming back from this, right? You're online saying this ain't your kid. You're online saying you used the kid for a storyline, and she already knew this was to be true. She wanted to still deal with cuz while pretending everything's good. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do know you got a lot of these joints, like I've been saying, they got the dudes they really love, right? The dude they really love, they grew up with, they've been dealing with. Then they get with the celebrity dude or mess with the celebrity rapper or entertainer to get the clout, to get the money, but their heart is really with whatever nigga they been dealing with, right? We seen Nicki Minaj come back and go date the guy from her hood from back in the day type shit. So things like this do happen, right? But you need money that bad that you will claim a kid that ain't yours. At that point, we don't know what to believe, right? Because one minute Blueface holding the kid, his mama holding the kid, so everybody's in the mix of this. Your daddy, your mama, your sister, family members. This don't make no damn sense. Cause I've seen Blueface dad watching the kid. I've seen Blueface dad holding the kid. We've seen his mama holding the kid. We see his mama going back and forth for Chrisean Rock behind the kid. So this is crazy, the things people do for clout, for fame, for money. Playing with kids is a no-go, man. I ain't pretending no kid is mine for shit. If it ain't your kid, my nigga, it ain't your kid. Why pretend? Like that kid ain't gonna grow up and deal with that situation. Sooner or later, this kid's gonna get older and be like, man, my parents ain't shit. My mama ain't shit. My daddy ain't shit. Basically, this is what's gonna happen, man. This shit is wild out here. You got people moving like this, man. And he's over there like, yeah, hey, I just went along with it. I found out the kid ain't mine. Instead of being like, look, shorty, I ain't dealing with you, because you was claiming her, right? You got Blueface talking about, you treat hoes like hoes. Ooh, hey, I understand it, but you was claiming Chrisean Rock, right? Unless it was just for show, like a lot of people say. This is why a lot of times you can't even believe these reality TV show relationships and things like that, because now they're coming out like, look, we're doing shit for a storyline. We're doing shit for show. It ain't real. I'm going to pretend this baby. Nigga, the baby is real. The baby ain't an imagination, my nigga. This is a real live baby y'all out here playing games with, using for a storyline. You know what I'm saying? The baby is real. You was dealing with Chrisean Rock. You was running around like that was your girl. Y'all done did all those back and forth over all them years for a fake story, for a lie. It was good for business. A baby. Come on, man. I ain't respecting it, man. You look crazy as hell, my nigga. You look crazy as hell using a baby for a goddamn storyline. Until this day, I believe Chrisean Rock has still not came out and be like, look, That ain't his kid. It's Ronnie's kid. And Ronnie's no longer here, which is what is the kid gonna do? Y'all gonna what? Tell the kid when the kid start getting old enough. When the kid's 7, 8 years old and start asking questions. What you gonna do then, Blueface? You gonna look that little boy in the face? I ain't your dad. We were just using you for a storyline. I just went along with it. It was good for business, little nigga. It was good for money. I was just getting money out of the situation. Look, you want to take that love with your mama. You know, look, we just out here, you know, going viral, making money, you know. Hey, don't come here with me. I ain't your daddy. Like, come on, man. Can't be moving out here like that, man. Playing with kids. When people move like that, I can't believe anything you say after that. If you're literally willing to lie about a kid being yours and be involved in a whole fake storyline involving a kid, my nigga, like you lack integrity, you lack honor. I can't believe anything you say. You'll do anything for money. You a clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? You on some scumbag shit, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people got that opinion of Blueface anyways, right? The way he treat the joints or whatever. But I'm like, hey, they signed up for it. It ain't like he telling them what he gonna do. These joints will see Blueface and how he move, men like Blueface and how he move and get down, how he treat these joints, and they'll be willing to sign up for this for clout. They'll be willing to deal with this for clout. Y'all seen this other joint talking about something? She gonna still have the baby by Blueface. She don't care what nobody say. She already done had a baby and dealt with it by herself. The man on the phone telling you he wants no part of this baby. Now, I'm not giving niggas a pass for moving like that. If you don't want to have a kid, you shouldn't be out here knocking down these hoes, getting them pregnant, right? But the man telling you he don't want nothing to do with this kid, and you're still out here basically trying to have the baby for clout, trying to have the baby to put somebody on child support, trying to be a part of the circus, because that's what these joints do. They think it's a lifetime achievement to get pregnant by a rapper. They'll get online and brag about it, even though the nigga ain't trying to deal with you or the baby, and you have no problems bringing a kid into the world dealing with that. Now look, Blueface basically ended up saying why he treat women the way he does, why he treat these joints the way he does, right? This is what Blueface had to say on why he treat these joints the way he does.
I'm the final boss. You end up with me, bitch. This your last straw. You feel me? That's why I be treating these bitches. I be treating them, nigga, because I'm the last straw for these bitches. You feel me? These bitches done had 100 digs. None of them panned out. Feel me? They want to come over here to the motherfucking, to the dark side. Come on, baby. We're taking applications always. Chat. I like hoes. I ain't gonna lie. Feel me? Who don't like a good hoe? Not saying the bed's a hoe. Don't take it that way. I'm just saying in general, like I'm talking like about the ladies that I deal with. Most of the time they be hoes, you know? Most of the time.
See, it's niggas like this that give brothers a bad rap, right? They run around putting this Blueface jacket on brothers, making it seem like everybody's like this, when it's a small percent of niggas that move like this, and it's the small percent of niggas getting them pregnant. It's the men they chase. It's the men they go to the club to get. It's the men that end up they baby daddies. They lining up to deal with niggas like Blueface. And then will come online. Why y'all talking about us like that? Why you saying bitches? Boy, you deal with a nigga that disrespect you all the time. You ain't got a problem with being called a bitch. Because last time I checked, this man has a new joint area a week. No matter what they seen on TV with Chrisean Rock, no matter if they seen him backhand a joint, no matter how they see him disrespect them, No matter how much he call them bitches and hoes in their face and tell them they ain't shit and he gonna keep doing him, they be lined up to deal with Blueface. And then these same women who chase men like this, after they done been washed up, after they done been left with kids, after they done been through all these drama and fights and things like that with Blueface types, then they come to the internet talking about ain't no good men around. Then they come to the internet talking about I'm looking for a God-fearing man. Then they come to the internet talking about I need somebody to take care of me and my kids. Me and my kids a package deal. You was running around messing with no good niggas who treated you like the hoe you was. Now look, I'm like, look, I believe you should treat hoes like hoes. My only problem is, my nigga, why you wifing them? Why are you having babies with them then? That's the part that gets me. That's the part that get me with these niggas. These joints be such hoes, you raw dogging her. These joints be such hoes, you getting her pregnant. That's what niggas do, get hoes pregnant. But these joints will mess with the Blueface type, get pregnant by him, chase him around for years. And when they washed up and done hit the wall and left with all these kids, now they looking for a Russell Wilson. Now they looking for a good man. I need a good man who gonna come help me take care of these kids. Cause a real man would come take care of these kids. These hoes always talking about what a real man is. And it's always something that benefits them. A real man don't care how much a woman weighs. A real man don't judge a woman by her past, even though this bitch was selling ass for $16.99. A real man ain't gonna talk back to a woman, even though this bitch always disrespecting. A real man don't care if she got 5 baby daddies because that was in her past. She's allowed to move on. That's their logic. We gonna chase the niggas we want to chase. We gonna be reckless with our wombs. We gonna have all these different baby daddies. And then you must come accept us with all this baggage. If you don't, you ain't a real man. Cause a real man would take care of another nigga kids he ain't had nothing to do with having. When the greatest thing you can do for a man is give him a child. These hoes run around doing the greatest thing a woman can do for a man to other men, and they want you to take care of that greatest thing they done did for the next nigga. They want you to take care of that. Nah, you got a lot of men who ain't trying to sign up for that. Got a lot of men ain't trying to sign up for that. You don't get that man the greatest thing you can do for a man, but you want the next nigga to take care of them kids. They something else, man. Men like Blueface are gonna continue to have a lot of joints, chasing them, dealing with them. They gonna be lined up. They gonna be proud, ready to have his baby. And this ain't just Blueface. We see it in the hood all the time. This is why I don't be wanting to hear their sad story. They make these decisions. They choose these men. They choose to have these kids. They choose to do whatever they be doing. It's their body, their choice, remember? Then they come back playing victim, not wanting to be held accountable, and not taking any responsibility for their decisions. I'm out.